Today I am discussing with you about the Kyoto Protocol. The Kyoto Protocol was the first agreement between nations to mandate country by country reduction in greenhouse gas emission. Kyoto emerged from the UN Framework Convention on Climate Changes, that is called UNFCCC, which was signed by nearly all nations at the 1992 mega meeting, popularly known as the Earth Summit. The framework pledges to stabilize greenhouse gas concentration at a level that would prevent dangerous anthropogenic influence with the climate system. To put teeth into the pledge, a new treaty was needed, one with binding target for greenhouse gas reduction. That treaty was finalized in Kyoto, Japan in 1997 after years of negotiations, and it went into force in 2005. The Kyoto Protocol was an agreement by many countries in December 1997 and into force with Russia rectification and in February 16, 2005. The reason for lengthy time span between them of agreement being settled upon the protocol being engaged was due to the terms of Kyoto required at least 55 parties to ratify the agreement, and for total of these parties emission to be at least 55% of the global production of greenhouse gases. The protocol was developed under the UNFCCC, that is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Participating countries that have rectified the Kyoto Protocol had committed to cut emission of not only carbon dioxide gas but also the other greenhouse gases like methane, CH4, nitrous oxide, NO2, and sulfur hexafluoride, etc. The goals of Kyoto was see industrial nations pledges to cut their yearly emission of carbon and measured in 6 greenhouse gases by different amounts. Averaging 5.2% by 2012 as compared to 1990. The 5.2% figure is a collective one. Industrial countries were assigned higher or lower target, and some countries were permitted increases. For an example, USA was expected to reduce the emission by 7% only. India and China, which have ratified the Kyoto Protocol, are not obliged to reduce the greenhouse gas production at the moment, as they are developing countries. That is, they were not seen as the main factors for the emission during the period of industrializations throughout to be the cause for the global warming of today. When almost every country in the world was signed the Kyoto Protocol, the signature along a symbolic, a token gesture of support. Ratification carries legal obligations and effectively becomes a contractual agreements. 169 countries have ratified the agreement of the signatures. Only 2 refuses to ratify Kyoto up to December of 2007, Australia and USA. Australia negotiated hard when the Kyoto Protocol was being developed. In fact, it was to be allowed an 8% increases of the emission. The excuse it will be bad for Australians' economics. The same reason for USA.